practicing safe sex. I know. Takes all the fun out of it. I'm just joking. It's still fun. I think safe sex is awesome. Mostly because we live in California. There's 40 million people here. It's a great place to be, but it's so important to make sure that you take care of yourself so you don't end up on a statistic chart. So, listen, we've all learned about sex. We've all learned about the potential consequences, whether that may be an unwanted pregnancy. Now, tonight I'm actually going to be speaking of unwanted disease, specifically HIV. So, according to the CDC, here in America, in 2018, there was 37,377 new diagnoses of the HIV virus being transmitted. So, personally, I'm a sexually active male sometimes. Let's say intermittently. I think it's important to know what I'm getting myself into, where my highest risks are, and whether there may be some policies that could make it a little bit scarier for me. So, today I'll be giving you some information on Senate Bill 239. It was approved and passed on October 6, 2017 by Governor Jerry Brown. Pretty substantially passed, by the way. So, I'll be sharing a few main points about what 239 is, who it could potentially affect the most. So, both parts are important. So, first we're going to go over what it is. So contracting HIV or AIDS can be an absolutely crushing blow. It's a lifelong thing. It sucks. It can happen to anyone. I mean, it happens to a lot of people. But to willfully transmit it to an unsuspecting person, there's something very nefarious about that. And it should be punishable by crime. So, here we have SB 239. So, we can see here, before SB 239 was put into place, existing law makes it a felony punishable by up to 8 years in prison. It could be up to 8 years in prison if you willfully transmitted HIV or AIDS to somebody and they didn't know. 8 years, lifelong sentence, I'll let you be the judge. Now, what does SB 239 do? So, the new law, this replaced the old one, it basically makes that act of transferring somebody that type of disease a misdemeanor with a max punishment of 6 months in county jail for a first-time offender. It's really not that bad of a consequence. Listen, guys, safe practice, safe sex is crucial. I highly recommend everyone do that. Now, I'm not saying that everyone with HIV is out here spreading AIDS. All I'm saying is that there are some people with ill intent who are out there doing this. So it's important that you protect yourself, especially now that it's only 6 months in jail. So, HIV awareness has grown substantially since the 90s. I think it's very important for people to continue to educate themselves on how it's spreading, where it's spreading, and what's keeping you away from getting it. So, according to the CDC, in 2018, of the 37,000+ cases, 81%, that's 25,000, was male-to-male sexual contact. Why is this? Male-to-male sexual contact is more likely to transfer AIDS because when sex is performed through the anal cavity, it's like the perfect storm breeding ground for HIV to spread. It sucks, but it's the truth and it's backed by data. So please protect yourself. Now, the CDC also goes along to showing the statistic that 10%, just under 3,000, was from heterosexual contact. Now, that is substantially lower, but just because it's lower does not mean it's zero. So please, guys, protect yourself. It's crucial. It is. I care about y'all. So, tonight we learned a little bit about SB 239 and who could be potentially affected the most by it. Now, the consequences of willfully, knowingly passing HIV to an unsuspecting person is 6 months in jail. Think about that. So, according to the Center of HIV Law and Policy, in the United States from 2008 to 2019, there was a total of 411 cases of this particular thing happening. And I just want you guys to take away from this that just because that's a low number doesn't make it It doesn't make it non-existent. So please protect yourselves. I care about y'all. I hope you all stay safe.